Welcome to Cat's Crypto Peepcast. Revealing reviews, titillating tech talk, never, ever financial advice. Batman and I would like to apologize for his audio this week. The robot we hired to record him was really slacking on the job and has since been fired. Batman usually sounds wonderful and will sound even better moving forward after this. Hello everyone and welcome to Cat's Crypto Peepcast. I'm Katherine Jenkins and I'm here with Batman. Hello Batman.
Hello folks.
Today is September 1st, 2022 and this is episode number 7, which from what I understand is a very important episode number for any podcast. If we make it past this number, then basically we're going to be successful, Batman. Isn't that awesome?
Oh man, that's so awesome.
Yeah, but so the funny thing is, like, we've been doing this already for what, 4 or 5 months at this point, so we're actually way past episode 7. I've already said that before. But yeah, it's the truth. So yeah, let's get into some crypto prices, which are pretty scary at the moment. According to CoinMarketCap, the top 5 are Bitcoin, Ethereum, Tether, USDC, and BNB. Bitcoin is at $19,927. Ethereum is at $1,572. BNB is at $276. Jesus Christ. And Solana is at $31.13. Polygon is at 86 cents. Not too bad for Polygon, honestly. Yeah, we had a little bit of a dump. Did that happen last week after J-Pal spoke, or what really has been going on with the macro, Batman?
Yeah, I mean that's pretty much it.
Okay.
People are
And
just
what did he
verifying what he's
say
saying.
exactly? I didn't really look into what exactly he said.
Well, he was actually a bit more hawkish this time, so that means he's a bit bearish on the economy.
Mm-hmm.
But he's still staying the same old. Yeah, we think we could get it under control, but it's going to be a tough battle. But literally no one believes him, or the market doesn't believe him. That's why as soon as like that happened, people started pricing in like way higher rate hikes for September and going forward, which is
Okay.
why things are going down,
Mm-hmm.
because people are just pricing that stuff in right now.
I see.
But I don't think they're pricing in the worst of it yet, so I feel like we're going to have a lot more selling pressure in the coming weeks and months.
Mm-hmm. The top 5 is always the same when I announce it, but I had a dream the other night that something snuck in there, and I can't remember what I dreamt, but I know that it was funny and weird, and I think that I was talking to you about it in my dream, actually. I was like, wow.
What coin was it?
No, I don't
You
remember.
don't remember?
It was an unlikely suspect, though. And so did Cardano recently flip Solana, or has it always been in market cap above Solana lately?
I want to say that may be a recent occurrence.
Okay.
I don't like to see that.
Yeah, it was someone tweeted about it, and I didn't know if it was a joke or not. But they're right ahead of Solana in market cap. So
Yeah, no,
it's funny.
Solana has gone down a bit in that
Mm-hmm.
regard. Also Cardano just got added to Robinhood today, I think, which is
Oh,
pretty
did
big.
it? That's
Yeah,
interesting.
so now even your normal like boomer degens can get in on the fun.
That's always good. Whether you like an asset or not, it's nice when normies can access it on Robinhood
Yes.
because they certainly will.
Yeah, which is still kind of scary because you don't technically own that crypto on Robinhood, but
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I don't like trading crypto on Robinhood, although I did do Doge on it, like back
way
back in
back
the
when
Doge days. Yeah,
when everyone was playing that, since that was like
at
the
the
only
top of the bull
only
run. Yeah, exactly,
Oh
exactly.
man,
But yeah, Robinhood, you don't hold the keys. You
not
can
yet.
you transfer it out either? Can
Yeah,
you?
you actually can with I think Solana and maybe
Okay.
Matic, maybe Ethereum and Bitcoin. Like you can actually fund your Robinhood account with Solana now, I believe.
Okay.
So
It used to be worse. Like, I mean, that's pretty typical for any centralized exchange where you don't hold the keys, but it used to be like you couldn't even like transfer it out.
Oh yeah, no, it was really, really bad. The
Yeah.
one interesting thing though, I think with even Ethereum, you don't pay any kind of like transfer fees on there, which is kind of
Hmm.
cool. I don't think any other exchange gives you that option.
I'll have to get up to date because yeah, I'm totally out of the loop as far as Robinhood. I haven't used it in
I'm
forever.
actually quite bullish on their crypto venture, and FTX even is investing in them,
Oh.
which is kind of interesting. So I don't know. I'm bullish on them despite their stock doing really, really poorly right now.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Well, now everyone, it's time for you to slip on your maid uniforms because we're going to do some housekeeping.
ooh.
So the first thing I want to mention is after this live recording, actually, we're going to be doing our AMA with Devour from Dead Monkeys and the new Phase Protocol. That's going to be at 10 p.m. UTC. Also, any OG VIP peeps, you have an opportunity right now to vote for which show we're going to be watching tomorrow in or during No Spoilers Night, which is our event for VIPs where we watch the first episode of a series. Isn't that genius? That way, it's it's not spoiling anything for anyone, and even if you've seen it before, you can come back and enjoy it again. So yeah, so we're gonna be doing for the VIPs tomorrow evening, which is Friday the 2nd at what time are we doing that?
We are doing that
Is it
at
11?
I think so, yeah, 11 because it's 7 p.m.
Yeah.
EST, right? Yeah.
11 p.m. UTC for that, for the No Spoilers Night on Friday. And lastly, if you could please give us a review on whichever podcast platform you happen to be listening to us on, that would be a huge help to get the word out about the Peepcast. So we can move on to what's hot. And we actually have quite a few things that are hot. The first thing I would like to mention is the Proof of Peach launch. That is an adult content platform on Solana. That it does have an NFT aspect to it. It's a free mint, and what you do is you mint NFTs for the content creator that you want to view their free content for, and then you can also purchase their content. And we actually did an AMA. You could get all the information on that. That was another podcast episode, number 4, I think. So you could give that a listen to really find out a ton of information about Proof of Peach. But their launch was today. Next up would be the ABC Solana NFT and Hadeswap. What's his name? HGE. These are his ventures, right?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
He's a big old Solana whale. And Batman, I will let you kind of dive into that. I did bring up the marketplace for ABC is currently 4.9 Solana floor
Mhm.
price. So tell us
14.9, you mean?
14.9. Yeah, my bad. 14.9 Sol.
Put some respect
um,
on that name.
yeah, sorry. I don't, obviously I don't hold one. Um, so yeah, tell us about that one, Batman.
So this is an interesting one. Originally he just dropped the collection, I think it was not a mint. It was just an auction really, where he listed every single NFT, all 10,000 for 1.23 Sol, and people could bid on them. And he would just accept it. So technically, I guess if you want to think about it, the mint price was like 1.23.
Mm,
But it didn't have any roadmap. It didn't have any utility at the time. There was nothing known about it, no Discord, nothing. It was just we knew that HGE was behind this.
mm-hmm.
And a bunch of people bought it. There were some people like Pimp Capital. He I think dropped well over 20K on this, maybe even more. I have to go back and see, but he's dropped a lot of money on it. A lot of people are buying it up. But recently, or shortly after that mint, he said that this is going to be associated with a platform he's building, which is a layer 2 solution for NFTs. And basically, this platform is going to bring liquidity over to NFTs so people can trade them like they do their typical shitcoins. Because each collection, if they want, can have their own liquidity pool associated with it. And
Okay.
then normal degens like you and me can put up money towards that liquidity pool and live passively off of that income. And I reckon that's actually going to be such a huge thing, especially for hype collections like Degods or ABC, or maybe airdrops that are going to come out. I think people are just going to quickly put up LP for that, and make a killing. I think it'll be similar to. Do you remember SOS, that big airdrop that happened, or the ENS airdrop for their tokens?
Yeah, I remember SOS.
Yeah. So basically, what some people did was they didn't even play the token. They just immediately applied liquidity to it, and they made like 5, 6, some even 7 figures off of the fees alone. And I feel like that type of play is going to be possible if his layer 2 platform takes off, which I think it will, because this dude is connected to literally everyone in the ecosystem, and he has a crap ton of money.
So you provide LP with what, Soul and an NFT?
I believe, yeah, it's Soul and an NFT. Um,
Okay.
but if it's popular enough, like, you're gonna make that money back and a lot more.
Well, I would be cautious in saying that because making LP for anything is extremely risky. It
That
is
is true.
not for a novice trader. It's not for a new investor. You can lose a lot of money when making LP. I mean,
Yeah,
wouldn't
not
like
financial advice, everyone.
yeah. But yeah, it could obviously there's opportunity for to make some money as well. But yeah, definitely
Mhm.
look into liquidity pools, look into DeFi, look into impermanent loss and all those things before you go make an LP because it's not always a win. But that is very
Very true.
interesting.
I actually wonder how impermanent loss will even work with
I
this.
know, me too. I would actually I would like to ask him like how will there be like arbitrage opportunities or
Yeah,
how would that actually work?
because I have no idea how that works. I've never seen something like this be done before.
Yeah, this is like uncharted territory, it
Yeah,
feels like.
I've seen people like try and put liquidity towards NFTs, but that usually like involves like staking and everything. But this is like something else. It's like an AMM for NFTs basically.
Right.
So I have no idea how that works. So it's going to be fun to watch. But that's not the only utility he's bringing towards ABC. The other thing was there's this platform. I don't think it's live yet, and I think it's still flying under the radar, but it's called shopping.io.
Hmm.
And what they're trying to do is literally bridge Web 2 and Web 3 together in the e-commerce in the e-commerce world. So basically what you could do is you can like get any link off of Amazon or any product and you put it on their site and you can purchase it with crypto
Hmm.
through their platform.
And that's
And
called what? What did you say it was
it's
called?
shopping.io, and I'll throw the link down actually right now.
Okay. And the our chat
In
channel, the
the
Peepcast
the
channel.
Peepcast chat, yes. And this is actually pretty cool. So it's launching. It looks like in about a week, a little over a week. But the cool thing is, every ABC owner, they get 2% of all the fees. Or sorry, they get a 2% discount on anything they purchase.
Hmm.
Um, which if this takes off, like that's a really good deal, depending on your cost basis for that NFT.
Mm-hmm.
Um, because I think a lot of people who minted more than one or auctioned more than one in the beginning, like they're writing their entire position for free if they sold one. So it's an insane value proposition, I think.
Hmm. Interesting.
Yeah,
Um,
so I might have to use it even if I'm not an ABC owner, because I mean there are a lot of things I'd rather purchase with crypto.
yeah. Having another option to purchase things with crypto would be great. There's mainly like the gift card sites. The
Hmm.
what's the one that I like?
Bit refill.
Bit Refill, and that's another one that I haven't even used that I can't even think of the name of. But the Bit Refill is a major one where you can buy gift cards for pretty much anything. Like most of the gift cards that you see on like other sites that you can get, like Walmart, Amazon, um, a lot of major retailers, you can pay for the cards with Bitcoin and base it's like cash, like it's like
Hmm.
turning your crypto into cash in a way other than actually putting it into your bank account. So you probably want to realize that if you're doing that a lot, you're gonna have to pay taxes on it. but but it is a good option to have. So yeah, having another option similar to that would be great. Okay, so anything else worth mentioning as far as ABC?
I don't think so. No, nothing else other than the fact that there may be a lot more utility coming down the line,
Cool.
that we don't know of yet.
I'm really honestly I'm salty that I missed this because It looked
Yeah,
really
VP.
fucking stupid, so I didn't touch it.
Yeah, no, I faded it too because I mean I saw 10K supply. I was like, in this market, okay, maybe it's gonna go up 2x, and it did. And I was like, okay, I'm not touching that. And then next thing you know, like a week later, it was over 20.
Yeah.
So I mean, and then he mentions the like layer two, and then now the shopping. Like I don't know what else he's gonna announce, but it's probably gonna be something
I mean,
big.
honestly, what a fucking asshole for launching shit like this.
Oh man.
Yeah, fuck you, HG. What's next? We have okay, we had our first charity donation on behalf of Cat's Crypto Peep Show. I donated to No Kid Hungry. All of the revenue that I receive at Cat's Crypto Peep Show, 2.5% of it goes toward charities that the community all agrees on. And so this time it was 0.3157 Solana because we're in a bear market. But I'm aiming to do these monthly. So yeah, I donated to No Kid Hungry. I did it through the Giving Block, which is a platform that allows you to extremely easily make crypto donations. I'm actually not sure what kind of fees the Giving Block takes out or anything like that because your entire donation is tax deductible. They give you a receipt for the entire amount that you donated. So I would like to go on the back end and see like how much they're like charging these charities or whatever, or how it works on the back end. I'm really not sure. But you just you choose the currency that you want to use, you choose the charity that you want to donate to, and they give you an address to send to. And you can either do it anonymously, how I did, or you can put in your personal information, and I don't know, I guess maybe it shows up on their site or something. I did it anonymously and I got a receipt emailed to me. So yeah, definitely I'm bullish on the Giving Block. And funny thing, after that, I had tweeted about it, and No Kid Hungry thanked me for my contribution in the comments of that tweet, and then promptly deleted it. And I think it either had something to do with the Peep Show, because the Peep Show was tagged in it, or possibly because my username is shitgemdigger. Both of those things make them fucking clowns. So I just would like to let you all know that, or let No Kid Hungry personally know that you guys are fucking clowns for this. I even like emailed them before I started doing this and was talking to them about it. So that
Maybe
was
they were
fucking
cool
whack.
with it.
Yeah, they didn't like not answer me because my I said it was Cat's Crypto Peep Show or something. But yeah, that's fucking stupid. But you know what? I don't
That's
care. I'm
messed
gonna
up.
keep donating to your shitty poor kids, even though you deleted your thank you to me. No Kid Hungry.
Yeah, nah, it's the thought that
It's the
counts.
thought. Yeah, apparently it's the thought that counts. But another thing about them, they don't just feed hungry kids. They have like an adult program, and I've actually volunteered in a program like this where they educate older people on how to eat healthy on a fixed income and things like that. So it's not just for kids, but kids. When you see kids, you want to give money, so they use the kids as their face of their campaign. Like that's the only thing you could donate to is the kids. But I know the truth. God. Okay, so moving on. The next thing that we did this week is we had our first Peep Show Welfare recipient. And Peep Show Welfare is every month we give a free VIP room membership for an entire month to one person who applies, who auditions rather, and says that they'd like to try out for Peep Show Welfare. And we also give that person $25 in crypto. And this month it was someone who's been in the community for a while, is named Setsuna. And it was timely for him because he actually got rugged recently in a bad wallet drainer. Like all of his shit got stolen out of his wallet, basically. So, and he had applied before that. And so, yeah, he got his $25 in Solana. He requested it in Solana. And he's going to be hanging out with us for actually a month and a half because he's also on an OG. So it's on top of his 14-day trial. Yep. So welcome to Setsuna. And some other things that are hot. We have y00ts. y00ts has been hot because they have been continually adding people to their y00t list, which is their whitelist, and announcing it to the point of getting their entire conglomerate of Twitter accounts suspended, which they all seem to be back now. But the y00ts, the y00ts, the y00ts, Degods, and like a handful of other Twitter accounts, not Frank's though, the owner, they were all suspended. And I mean, I gotta say, what the fuck would you expect? One of the things that Twitter doesn't like you doing is mentioning people that you're not following, or that don't follow you rather. Either way, like if you're just randomly mentioning people constantly on Twitter, that's one thing that can get you shadow banned. So this constant spamming of mentions of people was not a good look for them. But everyone makes mistakes, and their mistake was that, and getting all of their fucking Twitter accounts. And it could have been like a location thing as well, but either way, their accounts are back now. They're continuing. They're not doing the same exact thing. They're now announcing the winners inside of their Discord, so that they don't have to tweet everyone, but they will retweet you if you do win, so that you can still participate in that like kind of social thing that they have going on. So
that entire process was kind of funny because after everything got suspended, right?
yeah,
The Solana Foundation actually strong-armed Twitter into unbanning them, I think.
did they really?
Yeah, one of the managers over at Solana Foundation, like the co-founder, was like, "Hey, can we do anything about this?" And he publicly said on Twitter, "Yeah, we're stopping our ad spend on Twitter until this is resolved," which is crazy because I'm sure they're spending a lot of money on Twitter right
Yeah,
now,
probably. Yeah.
to pump Solana everywhere. So I thought that was funny. But it's also like I feel like a sign of favoritism almost, because they literally don't do this for like any other project.
No. Do you think if you and I had a fucking project and our
No, they
our
wouldn't
Twitter
fuck.
accounts got suspended because we were spamming the shit out of people, do you think Solana Foundation would be like, "Oh gosh,
No.
please help Batman and Katherine"?
The Peep Show needs assistance. Yeah, no, that's not gonna happen.
No, it's 100% favoritism.
Unfortunately.
Well, I mean, why wouldn't they? Because you and I were just discussing how they're 1/5 of the NFT market cap Degods is on
Yeah.
Solana right now.
So I mean,
20% of the
they need,
market cap of NFTs on Solana right now is Degods.
yeah, so they need them. They need D-Gods more than D-Gods need Solana,
Yeah, for
probably.
real. Seriously. That's a fucking sus distribution right there, if I've ever
Yeah.
seen it in my life.
It's really, really weird.
Uh,
I don't even know how that happened because I mean, like Stefan was up there.
mhm.
All these other like things like Solana Monkey business was up there. Like DGODs is literally sucking the liquidity out of everything.
Yeah. But everyone has hope that they're bringing liquidity in somehow as well. I don't know where the fuck this liquidity is coming from, but everyone thinks that y00ts is gonna and I'm not saying it's not gonna happen. I've seen crazier things in my life, but everyone is counting on y00ts to kick off Solana summer, even though it's September 1st. Everyone, summer's almost fucking over. And to bring back some type of bull run in the middle of the bear market that we're in. And that would require a lot of liquidity to come from elsewhere. So we'll see.
No, it's Solana fall now.
Solana autumn. Yeah, Solana autumn. But we're rooting for Solana autumn now.
But there was something scary that I noticed with Dust, and I feel like no one's talking about this, but the moment the Twitter accounts got suspended, right?
Yes.
Dust fell over 17%.
Yes, it was a huge
And
dump.
it was a huge dump, and that's not the only thing. Now, as soon as Frank mentioned that it's getting delayed, like since then, Dust has fallen almost 17%
Oh
now.
man.
Again, so I mean, that's just with Twitter account getting suspended and him saying it's delayed. Like, think about after the mint when everyone's pissed that they weren't able to mint or something.
Yeah.
Like the dump is going to be biblical.
It's going to be
think.
biblical because the liquidity is not great, right? I can't even tell. I'm looking. I have the chart up right now. Is the liquidity okay with this token? Like the liquidity to MCAP ratio, the thing that no one ever talks about on Solana with these utility tokens. I did notice. I brought up. It's at 2.79 right now, and it was at $3.80. I'm sorry, $2.80. And it was at $3.90, what, a couple of days ago?
I think
yeah,
so.
the 29th, that was the last, I don't know if that was all No, it's not all-time high. But no, it was around $3.90 on the 30th. 29th and 30th. So yeah, it's a scary token price action wise.
Yes, yeah. I mean, this thing, I feel like there are bets already being made, like with Cubis, like how much it's gonna dump,
Mm-hmm.
and I think it's gonna dump a lot. I don't see why anyone would purchase the token after the mint unless he's gonna have some insane utility,
I mean,
saying like, "Yeah, you gotta hold dust to like access all this stuff along
right?
with your
Yeah, it
need."
would have to
That'd be
be.
messed up. That'd be messed up having people spend 375 dust and then they need more dust.
Oh
Like, oh,
God,
bad luck.
that would be bad fucking karma, I think.
Oh yeah, I feel bad for the people that spent their 375 dust like at the top, like they bought that at the top for this mint,
Yeah,
and then they won't be able to mint at all, and then this thing just dumps.
dude, and there are people that they don't have the money. Like I don't have the money to mint this. I don't have the money to buy the dust to mint this if I were to get Uteless.
Hmm.
Completely being honest, there are people out there that aren't accepting this, and they live in like countries where their income is not very good, and they're trying to like raise money to be able to mint this thing, and or they're like not paying for living expenses in order to mint this thing. That's stupid behavior. Like, and you don't see it only in Utes. You don't see it only like in this project, but it's irresponsible and it's silly. But it's like it's the norm right now in
Hmm.
this event that we're seeing unfold. There's a lot of like cult behavior. There's a lot of there's a lot going on in this, and it's fun to watch, honestly.
No, I mean it's really fun.
Yeah.
I think it's crazy that people are okay with like any other project that because this is effectively a 33 soul mint at the current price. Like any other project that said that they were doing that, even at the top ones, like if Solana Monkey Business came out and said, "Yeah, we're doing a 33 soul mint," like people would say that's absolutely
They would say it's
insane.
absolutely. And who the
They
fuck is
would
going to
flood
come
that
in?
to hell
How is this shit going to pump? Who is going to come in
and
after?
buy.
Who's going to come in and buy it? After everyone on the Ute list mints.
I mean, probably Pimp Capital. That's the only dude that's like dropping hella stacks
Okay.
on
Yeah, I
everything.
mean, like I'm saying, I don't, I'm not all knowing, and I could be completely wrong, but a lot of liquidity has come in from people that have liquidity after they mint from their Ute list,
Mhm.
and people that aren't Ute listed. I mean, I don't know. It's crazy. It's crazy with the overall market conditions. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, we're also seeing a lot of people creating liquidity for themselves by dumping their other
Yeah.
projects. Like even ABC, I think it went down like 7 Sol over the past couple hours,
Mm-hmm.
because everyone's trying to dump it for this.
Yeah. So it was
Um,
obviously going to suck liquidity out of other projects, but then
mhm,
like
mhm.
just the sheer price of it, it's like,
It's insane.
yeah. I mean,
But people are expecting it to go to like 100 Sol on day
I
one.
know.
It's crazy. Like it's just I don't know. It's just insane to me. I don't get
And
it.
then people have already been putting like into Degods, pumping Degods.
Mhm.
I mean, it's just like there's not a lot of liquidity to move around. Like it's
It's
crazy.
crazy. Um,
Um.
but I'm all for it. I'm happy watching on the sidelines. I
Oh
want to
yeah.
see everything unfold. I want to see chaos.
Dude, I whatever unfolds,
All of it.
I'm definitely
Yeah.
watching. I mean, I can't help it. It's in your fucking face. Like
It's in your
I was
feed all the
honestly
time.
like relieved when the fucking accounts went down because it was mania on Twitter. And Twitter's that way anyway. Like it's gonna like it's the algorithm. It's gonna keep showing you the same shit over and over anyway. But like I was kind of losing
Mhm.
my mind seeing this useless shit. I
Yeah,
needed a
no,
break.
totally. Wow. It's overhyped, I think.
Yeah. But
But
a lot of people
obviously,
are.
I'm gonna eat those words probably.
I don't wanna poop on anyone's parade. If you're happy about it, then I'm happy for you too. And I do have a lot of friends who are Ute listed, and they think it's the best thing in the world. And please, don't let me yuck your yum, okay? And you guys make a bunch of fucking money, and I don't, then who's gonna be laughing then? So, but yeah, so their accounts are back. Dust is a crazy fucking wildly moving token. And then lastly, they have, with no fucking surprise to me, delayed the mint.
Yes. Surprise, surprise. The project that delayed it for months delayed it
Yeah.
again.
So it was going to be tomorrow, the 2nd, and it's now going to be Sunday, what is the day? The day of
That
the
is
4th.
going to be the 4th.
Yeah, I don't did you hear why he delayed it, or was there a reason given?
I only heard a soundbite, and it didn't go into that. It was just like, yeah, we're delaying it until Sunday, and then some dude screaming, "No!" the entire time. So I don't know. I didn't hear why. I'm assuming it has to do something with Twitter,
Yeah, maybe. I mean,
right?
maybe it was kind
Like,
of a setback for them, so that's
so
understandable.
I don't know. We'll see.
So you wanted to touch a bit on Forge as well, right?
Yeah.
That's another utility token for Blacksmith Labs.
And that pumped like crazy because a lot of DAOs and everything got behind it. But they got behind it for the wrong reasons. Obviously, like I've been pumping Forge before that. Like I think early July is when I was publicly saying like, yeah, Forge is
I
good.
think you called it for us. Didn't you do a write up for us?
I did, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
back like July 1st or something. But I liked it for different reasons. I thought there was going to be a lot of utility for it with their platform and like the DAO tooling they're going to do.
Mm-hmm.
However, the people buying it now and pumping it like on literally every single alpha group I've been in, and every single DAO was buying it up for their treasury is because they thought y00ts was gonna mint on on their
Oh.
platform, which obviously didn't happen. Instead, I think they're doing something with one of the ape NFTs. I forget which one exactly, but they're going to be launching some secondary collection for them.
Oh.
Um, it's still, I mean, it's still hype. Like the price is still at 50 cents. And it pumped all the way from, I think,
Mm-hmm.
13 or 14 cents to this now. So people are still holding it, because they are also expecting the supply shock from when they do add that other utility. But there's also going to be another supply shock from the fact that you have to use Forge to upgrade your art for your Blocksmith Labs, and people are speculating it's going to take up like 60, anywhere from 60 to 80% of the supply just to mint it
Hmm.
or upgrade the art. So I mean that's going to be an insane supply shock. Like this could easily go back to all time highs or even higher. Um, and I believe their all time high was a dollar something or $2. But let me double check that real quick. Yeah, it was a little over $2. So if you can go above that, um, this is going to be a pretty good play
Mm-hmm.
for all the people that just bought in on the pump.
And are you holding already?
I did purchase it, and I think I had an average under 17 cents, but I did
Mm.
sell,
Oh, that's not
um,
bad.
like in the high
Mm-hmm.
40s. And I do plan on buying back, but I wanted to see what kind of liquidity drain would happen, because of the y00ts mint. And so
Yeah.
far, actually, it's actually not draining that much, to be honest with you. I feel like maybe I did make a mistake, and sold my position too early. But we'll see. I'll probably run about it on the next peep show.
Yeah, I think waiting until after y00ts to really do much on Solana is probably not a bad idea unless you're minting like degen mints or something.
hmm
Cause yeah, I think there's a lot of things that could happen after y00ts.
Yeah, I do expect like a liquidity influx into all the NFTs that are getting dumped right
Yeah.
now after the youth mint. So I don't know if you have dry powder to potentially make a gambling play on some of these more established projects or blue chips, or maybe even tokens. Might be an interesting play, I
Yeah,
guess, a speculative play.
because people will be dumping other projects in order to have liquidity for y00ts, and then that creates opportunities to invest into those projects. Um, yeah, as far as like utility tokens, I can see like, one scenario would be like someone losing money and then having to dump their bag of, say, Forge, for example, after y00ts, which also creates an opportunity. So yeah, just keep an eye on other things during and after y00ts, I would say. Oh, Michael Saylor is being sued by what is like the city of or District of Columbia. The attorney general like put out
Yeah.
a Twitter thread, I think, and announced that they were suing Michael Saylor for tax evasion. They are claiming that he has evaded taxes to the tune of $25 million, and they are seeking $100 million from him. And they've also named MicroStrategy as a defendant. They are stating that he made it seem like he was a Florida resident for tax advantage for purposes when he indeed was a DC resident. So they feel that he should have been paying DC income taxes. And a whistleblower, we like to call those snitches occasionally in narcs. It depends on, what side of the coin you're on. But apparently it was a whistleblower thing early 2021 because DC amended the False Claims Act. They amended it to include tax-related claims. So yeah, Michael Saylor's under some heat right now. That's pretty hot.
That's very odd. I'm actually kind of scared that they're gonna make him like sell some of his Bitcoin holdings or something. That would be
Right.
so bearish.
Yeah,
That'd be so
that
scary if
would
they
be
did that.
very bearish for that. That would put us in. Is there anything worse than a bear market? Like, is there some other animal that appears when the bear market
Um,
gets worse? Or
I don't know. I guess we'll find
we'll
out.
find out if Michael Saylor has to sell any of his Bitcoin. Yeah. He's no longer CEO of MicroStrategy.
No, he's not.
Yeah, but they did name MicroStrategy as defendant, and MicroStrategy is basically like what that was his fucking personal income tax. Like we had nothing to do with that. But there are other nuances to that. Like apparently, he had lowered his salary to $1, which I don't think he would be the first fucking CEO to do that.
Yeah, no. Steve Jobs did the same
Yeah, so
thing.
why is that even mentioned? Yeah, whatever. So yeah, we'll see where that goes. Also, Pinksale has implemented a new form of raise, which would be their subscription sales.
Hmm.
And do you have a simple way of explaining how these work, Batman, perhaps?
The simplest way that I can think of is basically you have a certain hard cap, right? So let's say it's like $200,000, right? And then you have a bunch of people come in, they want a piece of that pie. They can all throw money into it. It doesn't matter whether you're first or last. All that matters is your position size. So that dictates how much you get of that $200,000 allocation. So if you had a bunch of people that put in like $50, and then you have one guy that puts in 1,000, like the guy who got put in 1,000 will get a higher percentage of the pot. So I feel like it's geared more towards whales. I also feel like maybe there could be some form of money washing involved in this because their first subscription sale from just a little over 2,000 people, right, that participated raised over 14 million for $120,000 allocation. Like that's really weird.
It is really weird.
I don't know how to explain that. I have like no idea how that's even
I'm
possible.
glad you looked at the number of contributors because I did not look at that, but I did look at the number of Telegram members they have because all they have is a fucking Telegram group, and
Yeah.
basically it was 14,000 Telegram members.
Which is likely like 80% bots, if not more.
Yeah, like
So
imagine how
yeah,
many of those members would have had to, like, if that was evenly distributed among those members, like how much they would have had to contribute to the
yeah,
to that
no,
market
it's like
race.
it's an insane amount. I don't see how that's possible. Like something was obviously done to either change it on the front end or Pink Sales just being sketchy as usual
So
and trying to wash some funds.
the name of this project is Music Verse, and what does the Seifu thing mean? Is that like their incubated ones?
I think so. Yeah,
Okay.
it's rated.
So they have, when you look at sales, there's KYC and audit. Those are like the typical things you see. But this one also says Seifu. So when I click on the Seifu details, it takes me to a Telegram channel. So that doesn't make me feel any better about how safe this project is. What is this going to take me to? I wonder.
Yeah, I suspect it's probably
Trinos.
gonna jump.
Oh, it takes me to Trino's fucking Telegram channel when I click on how Seifu it is.
Yeah, no, something's definitely sus.
Okay. It looks like it's some type of music metaverse, and it looks exactly like that fucking same metaverse that we all use in Polygon when we have like the Polygon. Actually, oh my god, I see a Polygon logo inside of this.
Oh, so maybe they're partners with them, or they're
Or
just
this is just
stealing
a scam.
assets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really fucking strange, actually. But okay, so there's like a Baby Doge one and there's a Star Sharks one, and I'm just looking at the YouTube video. Like they have a promo YouTube video, and I see the fucking Polygon logo in there. But anyway, it looks exactly like that metaverse that we've had the Polygon events in, like the Polydoge event and shit.
Was it Decentraland or
It
something
was not
else?
Decentraland. It was like something way shittier. um So yeah, that's what it looks like. The website also is not very impressive, but you do have to like connect your wallet to go further than choosing your crappy fucking avatar to be inside of their metaverse. Yeah, I'm totally fighting this shit because I think it's dumb. Um,
Yeah, no, I think it looks dumb. I'm not bullish on it at
there's not
all.
even a
I do
Discord.
like the subscription service though. I think that's kind of interesting, but I want to see how this performs.
Um, yeah, and they also have fair launches on Pinksales, which are fairly new, and those were being abused as well, as far as projects raising because there's no hard cap. There's only a hard cap per user, and it looks like this. Wait, what? This hard cap per user was $400
For which one?
for a Musicverse subscription for the Musicverse.
I think
So
so.
how
I
the
don't
fuck did
recall
they
the numbers.
raise $14 million?
I don't know. I mean, that pretty much means like everyone pretty much put up what, like $7,000.
I'm so
I
confused.
don't get it. I don't get it. But actually it's similar like to some other VC rounds for projects or like pre-sale rounds where people can just put in as much money as they want. And then it gives them some kind of allocation
Hmm.
based on that hard cap. It's kind of confusing, honestly,
I'm
but
so confused. I never understood it, and now there's another form of here's another iteration of it that I don't understand.
the only difference here is I think you get some refund back. So whatever is unspent, they just send back to your wallet,
Unspent on what?
like on the pre-sale.
Okay, I don't get.
Which is I don't know. It's weird.
Wait, I did send you. Pink Sale has a like official definition of it that they give people. It says in the subscription format, users can commit an amount of BNB toward a token sale where their final allocation of the new token is determined by the ratio of their committed BNB against the total committed BNB by all participating users. For example, a pre-sale has 100 BNB hard cap. A user commits 100 BNB and 9 other users commit a total of 900 BNB during the subscription period. It means total 1000 BNB committed to the pool. This user would receive a ratio of 1000 BNB to 100 BNB, or 10% of tokens offered in the pre-sale pool. However, since there is a hard cap per user, users that hit the hard cap will have their allocation passed on to other participants that committed less BNB. Once the subscription pool is finalized, we will deduct the corresponding amount from each user based on token rate. Then, users can withdraw their committed BNB from the pool. What the fuck is the point of all of this?
I don't know why they wanted to go this route because from what I understood, I think they make less money this way than they do with the fair launch,
Um,
like Pink Sale itself. So I don't quite get it from a logistical standpoint.
mm-hmm.
But I'm interested to see what happens either way with this really really weird token.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I really want to. I want to know what happens with this thing now, with the amount of money they have apparently raised. So, I mean, they get $14 million.
No, no. So they only get
Okay,
$120,000.
and then where does the rest go?
The rest of the money, from what I understood, goes back to the people that put up that money.
Okay, so they.
So it's like some weird. I don't know what they're doing. It doesn't make sense. Um,
I don't get
like
it.
I don't know why people would put up that much money for this.
That is the question. So that is the
Yeah.
weird thing about this. It isn't that this terrible looking project has now gotten $14 million and what the fuck are they going to
No,
do
no,
with
no, no,
it?
no.
It's rather why was $14 million put in this in the first
Mhm.
place? Okay.
I actually think it could be either money washing, right?
Yeah.
Or Pink Sale did this with one of their treasury wallets because I mean they're swimming in cash, right?
Mhm.
This is a small amount to them, so they put up that much money to make it seem like it's super hyped,
Uh-huh.
and a lot of people are putting it up. So once it does go live, um, this will just shoot up because that people think like, oh my god, there's another like $13.5 million that wants to come into this project. So I mean, maybe it could be that.
Maybe.
That's the only thing I can think of. That, and then obviously the malicious intent, which is washing funds.
Could be washing funds, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pinksale is a funny place. I have a funny story about Pinksale actually. Saul, the owner, he has like another private group now for like, and one of the things that he was offering was people who own a call channel to not have to hold the token in order to enter that private group. Because all you really have to do is hold the token, I think, or something like that. Hold a token and participate in a certain amount of pre-sales per month. One pre-sale per month, I think it is. So I reached out to him and I was like, hey, I've got a call channel. And we talked about like what my results are for like calls, like how much I pump charts. And then he asked to be added to my Discord. I told him, I have Cat's Crypto Peep Show, and then I'm building out my private VIP room inside of that. And after I told him that, he was like, okay, well, add me to your Discord. Well, first of all, you can't add people to Discords, okay? Like you have to join the Discord. Here's the link. Like join it. So I added him as a friend because, I didn't want to make him feel stupid. And so I added him to the Discord. So he's in the Discord now. He's in the Cat's Crypto Peep Show Discord. And so after I added him, I was like, okay, cool. So you're going to add me to the group now? And he kind of ghosted me. So that was fucking weird. But what I figured happened was that when I mentioned that it was the Peep Show and that I was building out the private VIP room, he thought I was going to add him to VIP, which I'm not, unless he like filled out the audition like every fucking one else that has to, do to be added to VIP. I think he thought he was going to get some fucking nudes from me or something. And then when he realized like he wasn't going to come and see me naked, then he wasn't going to talk to me anymore about the private group that he probably wasn't going to add me to anyway. So yeah, unless Saul wants to speak up and say that wasn't the case, I'm going to go with Saul thought he was going to get my nudes and he was disappointed when he didn't. So yeah, that's Pinksale.
Classic Pinksale.
Classic Pinksale.
Sketchiest platform on all of BSC, and that's saying something.
Yeah, I mean, congratulations for being the sketchiest fucking platform on BSC and making a lot of money off of being sketchy as fuck.
Yeah. Like I think they even surpassed PancakeSwap when I was looking at it for the amount of donations to one of their rugs, which is now 14 million.
Oh my gosh.
It's crazy.
So one thing we kind of got to go backwards and mention is the largest Degods sale in the history of Degods.
Yes. And Solana, maybe.
Okay, the fucking thing sold for 7,033.3 Solana, which was at the time 221.1 thousand US American dollars for a fucking picture of a Degod.
Yeah. Now imagine if Sol goes to all-time high. Like, holy crap, that's such an expensive sale.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, that's nuts.
And the thing is, he's probably not going to get a return on that because, like,
well, it's an
no one's
all-time
gonna
high.
That, right? Yeah.
Oh my god, the person that bought that shit at like all-time high of Degods.
Yeah. I mean, but that's also pimp capital. Like the dude.
Oh, is that who bought it?
Sure. Yeah, I'm like 100% sure he participated in the Solana ICO. Because he has that private bags to have that kind of money, or he got into like crypto really early.
Yeah.
Because like the dude has over 130 Degods.
Well, then he must be smart. He knows what he's doing, right?
I mean, he basically is telling us that pimping is easy.
Yeah. So yeah, that happened. Something else I'd like to mention for what's hot today, and dang it if I have to bring it up, but Solana Bytes is a thing. It's a YouTube series that's out now for people who are interested in developing on Solana. It's very like small, easy to digest videos. And where is it? Okay, Solana Bytes. And yeah, the YouTube channel is...
And this is from the official foundation, right? Or no?
This is from... It is on the Solana YouTube channel, the official Solana YouTube
okay,
channel.
that's the official one. Yeah, those are really nice.
Yeah. So that is really cool. So they have one about the Solana programming model. They have 2 that are on how to do a hello world, like do some actual code. One being on the Anchor framework. And then they have an intro to Seahorse. I have no fucking idea what Seahorse is, but they have an intro to it. So, and I figured you would be interested in this too, Batman, since you were wanting to dive into Rust soon. So now they have some additional little videos for you to check out.
Nice. I think they may be building this into that like sol.dev site where you run through all these protocols.
And that's where
but
you were going to start your tutorial, right?
Yes, I've yet to do it, but that is definitely on the to-do
I
list.
understand. All my programming shit is on my to-do list too.
You got to suggest that they do a video on how to navigate SolScan.
Oh my god, I actually tweeted SolScan directly. I showed Batman this last night. SolScan was like on Twitter talking about how they take feedback seriously and like implement things, and I was like, "Hey, SolScan, can you make it like Etherscan?" And they didn't answer. So, if you don't get why this is funny, Etherscan is like the standard for blockchain explorers. I mean, BSC scan is the same. There's a Polygon scan. There's more than one iteration of it, and it's fairly easy to get to gain blockchain, do analysis or whatever on that model. And SolScan, on the other hand, is just like it's almost unreadable. Like
it's a mess.
It makes no sense. And so I tweeted them directly and was like, "Hey, can you make it like Etherscan?" And they didn't fucking say anything back.
Because I mean, if it's not broke, like why fix it? Like you did not innovate with SolScan.
No, like it's awful.
A step back.
Yeah, and I mean,
multiple steps back.
Solana's different from Ethereum. It's not the same thing. Like it's not EVM. So I'm sure that it's different on the back end, but like you could at least like make it easy to get information.
User friendly.
Yeah, it's not user friendly at all. It's basically
I don't want to feel like a hacker when I'm navigating this.
I know. Like I don't want to have to like go somewhere separately and learn, like, I don't know. But yeah, that was funny. So yeah, that is what's hot today. Anything else, Batman?
I think that is it.
All right, well then,
yeah, I can't think of anything.
Now it's probably a good time for a break then.
Wouldn't it be nice to be part of an alpha community whose main focus isn't to find exit liquidity for the owner and whomever else shills their bags to you? Well, that's exactly what you'll find at Kat's Crypto Peep Show. And our new VIP room in the Discord is even more tuned in to bringing you the best crypto and NFT trading tips and info, while also getting to know each other and improving all aspects of our lives, not only our financial situations. And right now, you can get your OG VIP Peep roll, which not only gives you access to VIP free for 14 days, but you'll have this roll for life, even if you cancel and come back later. OG Peeps will gain perks and benefits for everything the Peep Show decides to launch in the future, be it NFTs, tokens, or even events outside of crypto. So check out the Audition in the show notes and qualify for your OG VIP Peep roll today.
So, Batman, what's a crypto investor's favorite kind of music?
Oh man, this is a tough one.
I gotcha. It's
all right, tell me, what is it?
It's Baroque.
Baroque. Oh, that's a good one. I'm definitely listening to that music right now.
I am like listening to that shit all day. Yeah, it's not my favorite, but it's on.
Yes.
Okay.
It's on repeat.
Yeah. Well, now that we got the dad joke out of the way, let's do the week in review. Which, once again, I've got to say, my weeks in review are a little light lately because I've been getting into this new flow of editing long podcasts and interviewing people live. But I got to say, it's getting easier. So we will see more things like calls and the like.
Yeah, no, the AMAs are definitely hip.
Yeah, no, the AMAs are hip. They are time consuming and they are new. So... yeah, it's just been taking a little bit of adjustment. So we started off the week with the VIP Skribbl Night, which I was there for. we have these community events every night for VIP, so we just do different shit. And last week it was Skribbl, where you do like, it's a guessing game where everyone has to draw a word, or they have to convey the word with their drawing and see if people will guess it. So we did that on Friday. And then I announced my partnership with Rethinkable, which allows you to come into our Discord server and see job postings for Web3 jobs, and also create your own listings and manage your own listings if you would like to do so through Rethinkable. So that is all inside of our Discord, Cat's Crypto Peep Show. So I announced that partnership. And if we enjoy Rethinkable, we might even do a little AMA with them in the future. We'll see how things go.
Yeah, it's exciting.
Yeah.
I like what they're doing.
I do too.
For the space, it's like really nice.
Yeah, it's good to look for jobs for yourself, and like we've mentioned, that it's also nice to see who's hiring from an alpha perspective, because you might be able to catch some projects early by keeping an eye on job listings. So it's kind of to kill two birds with one stone type of thing if you're looking for work for yourself as well. I got that was just a regular podcast. So we got the Sneaky Devils AMA up on as a podcast. So if you want to listen to that, that is out there for you to do so.
Mm-hmm. And that's a must listen, because he dropped some insane alpha.
He did. He was very generous in his alpha. Like, he didn't even want to say it at first, but then he did. So definitely.
I'm like pretty sure he dropped stuff in there that I have not read anywhere else.
Yeah.
Or heard anywhere else.
Yeah.
Like, it's pretty awesome.
It is awesome. So give the Sneaky Devils AMA a listen. We announced the No Spoilers Night, which is coming up tomorrow. Oh, I realized myself over this past week that there are a couple callers out there who just disappeared off of the face of the earth. Like, they didn't even say they were going to quit or anything. They just stopped posting. And they were like ones that I followed. I'm not going to call them out, but...
Do you have their wallets at all? Like, were they rugged?
No. Oh my God, one, but it looked so sus. Like, it didn't even look real. And I didn't even know as her as someone who even played on Solana. So she posted, oh my God, where is my 300 SOL? Was like the second to last post. And then the last post was, it's so sad when you wake up and realize that your wallet is drained. And there's no discussion channel anymore for me to go in and like see people's comments to this. And there's like just weird emojis, like just a plethora of reacts on this thing, from sad to happy to laughing. So I have no idea. And I'm not in the private group anymore. They booted me from the private group I was in with her, which I don't blame them, because it's that same person who I told you that I needed to get a refund from that time here recently.
Oh, yeah, that would do it.
And this was a refund for a private sale. Just, I don't ask for refunds for fucking calls. I think that's stupid. But yeah, so I couldn't really get the backstory on it, and I don't care enough to like talk to these people either to see what the backstory is, because they were all pretty dumb in my opinion. But yeah, that was one of the scenarios. So either she just wanted to like quit and she just put up some fake excuse, or she actually got rugged. I don't know. Yeah. But that was one of them.
Where that happened, because like that 123 rug, because the ABC mint, right?
Yeah.
Like they were launching.
Oh yeah,
so
ABC was first, and then 123 was after. Is that it's okay?
But the thing is, 123 was never supposed to be a mint,
right?
And HE even came out and said that, like, oh yeah, this is not going to be an NFT. But this group of scammers obviously created one, a derivative called 123, and so many people minted it. I was surprised that no one even caught on that it was a scam, despite there being like an overwhelming evidence that it was. But basically, it's just a group that's been scamming this ecosystem for quite some time. Like they repurpose the same Twitter account. So if you're following that Twitter account, you'll see that its name changes periodically. And not only that, instead of launch my NFT, it was launch Nye NFT. So no one noticed that the M switched to an N, but a lot of people got drained. I saw. I didn't see any dead monkeys get drained, thankfully.
Someone did, but they realized while they were getting drained, so they didn't just like let the shit go on forever.
All right, good. But they stole so much SOL, so many NFTs. One of them being like a Solana monkey business too, which is That sucks.
Well, I do have to say that this girl posted this shit back on August 3rd. So, like, yeah, it wasn't this particular drainer, but yeah, that was a nasty one. The
Yeah,
123
this
one,
was
and that was
bad.
like recent.
Yeah, it got one of our guys
Mm-hmm.
over here in the Peep Show, so it was bad.
Yeah, Satsuna, the welfare guy. But yeah, I just noticed, which, I mean, being in this market, I don't blame people for quitting. Sometimes I want to fucking quit. But at the same time, you guys quit.
Each and you won't. Yeah.
I made the donation. Okay, I gave away for Rotten Eggs, which is a hyped Solana mint. They're going to do like an animated series. So I got us some spots for that. The drawing for that just ended today, actually, and not enough of you entered that because, like, I don't know, you guys are fucking asleep all the time. So 404 Arcane Valley minted. They began their mint yesterday. It's a 2.5 Solana mint. They are a project that is going to have a travel utility. So I'm really not sure how this is going to pan out. It's not my specialty. But they had minted out 60% of their 444 supply yesterday. So, and that's still ongoing. So that's just something that's going on that I mentioned. I gave away and I'm still probably giving away, it's first come, first serve for Trippy Bunny Tribe. They're doing a Gen 2 mint, and OX Function is doing their marketing or advising them or what have you. So that could pump very well. I would suggest going into the giveaways channel and at least filling out that form. There's a good chance that you'll get whitelist for that. And why not, right?
Is it a guaranteed whitelist if we fill it?
I actually don't know the details. But we agreed on 10 spots, but fill it out anyway, I would say. Because,
right,
yeah. And we gave out Peepshow Welfare. Yeah, it brings us here. So yeah, am I leaving out anything that you can remember in this past week?
No, I think that is it.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that's it.
Cool. Well, we can talk about what's coming up. There are a few things. Some we've already mentioned. The y00ts Mint's happening on Sunday. No Spoilers Night is happening tomorrow, which is Friday the 2nd. And there are only 7 days left if you would like to be an OG VIP Peep to gain access to the VIP room. That is going to be ending on September 8th. And the OG VIP Peeps get their price locked in forever. They also have the opportunity to come back to that price even if they cancel or lapse. And also, if Batman and I are to launch any type of NFTs or any other things, any like in-person events, like anything that the Peep Show does in the future, the OGs will get some type of perk or benefit in relation to it. So in order to do that, you need to fill out the audition and complete your WAP checkout, which all of it's linked together. All the details are there. The link to the audition will be in the show notes. So take advantage of that. If you missed the free month and the $25 in the welfare, you still got 7 days to at least try and get OG. If you're interested, it would be wise to not miss out on that in the next 7 days. And next week, Wednesday, the 7th of September, we are going to be having an AMA with Average Creatures Ethereum NFT. Karen, the owner and artist of that. If you've seen my avatar that looks like a weird robot sitting in a kitchen that has a crown on and has gold teeth, that is an Average Creature. That's become like my Web3 persona, basically. That is the project that we'll be doing an AMA for next week. And then, like I said, I think you'll be seeing more calls and alpha from me since I'm gaining my flow in this AMA podcast world. Yeah. And then, of course, immediately after this, we have our Dead Monkeys / Phase Protocol AMA.
Which should be very exciting.
Yes, that's going to be very good. And you'll be able to, of course, listen to the recording of that in the future if you don't make it live. It's going to be a Twitter space. So anything else coming up, Batman?
I think as far as projects and mints go, the only one that seems really interesting, is Outcast Academy.
Is that coming up like next week?
I don't think I don't even know when it's going to mint, but they're doing a lot of outreach right
Yeah,
now.
they've really ramped up their marketing, so it is
Yeah, the
definitely in the
marketing is like a
works.
complete 180
Yeah.
because I looked dead
Well,
for a
yeah, they
while.
needed some help, I think, because they've been doing this since May. And I did see, like,
Yeah.
they did have some marketing efforts in the past that just kind of fell flat. So,
Mhm.
yeah, they made the
Um,
right choice. They also brought on OX Function. It's worth mentioning. And they also, which they didn't seem to really be talking about much, or they just weren't getting the word out, is that they're backed in some way by VaynerMedia, like Gary Vaynerchuk.
yeah, literally no one mentions the Gary V connection.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny. It's like that's really flying under the
So
radar.
if he has some type of personal interest in the project and mentions it in the future, then that could be good for the price. So that,
Oh yeah, I mean this is gonna pump like to high heaven.
yeah,
Like literally, Gary V going to Arbitrum, pump that chain like crazy.
exactly. Yeah. So if he can do that's the same kind of like plug for Outcast Academy, then it's
Yeah.
going to be very good for them. So I'm fucking, oh, I might be giving away whitelist for that.
Oh, that's some
So
alpha right
yeah,
there.
again, that's some alpha. I might be giving away whitelist for that. So keep an eye on the giveaways at Cat's Crypto Peep Show. And also, I would like to mention every week on Monday, I put out a newsletter on things that are coming up. So if you want to keep abreast of what is coming up, you can subscribe to my Substack newsletter, which is Cat's Crypto Playbill. And you'll always know what's coming up. So I think it's time to wrap it up. Don't you think so, Batman?
I think so, yeah.
All right. Well,
We hit everything.
yeah, we hit everything. So everyone, thanks to everyone who may be listening to the recording, anyone who is listening live, please join the Discord where we have these live recordings every week. It is discord.gg/catscryptopeepshow. You can give us a follow on Telegram, which is at catscryptopeepshow. Follow me on Twitter at shitgemdigger. You can also follow the Peep Show at Cats Peep Show on Twitter. Batman, do you want to plug your Twitter?
It is just I'm the Batman.
I'm the Batman. And Bat is spelled BHATT.
Yes.
It's the Indian
Fancy,
version
fancy.
of Batman.
Indeed it
So
is.
please give Batman a follow too. And we will catch you next week. Same time, same place. Thanks, guys.
All right. Thank you. Peace.
Peace.